Hi everyone, welcome to Wedding Wednesday. My name is Michelle, and on Wednesdays, I share with you guys wedding day tips, tricks, and hacks for your big day. And today, we are going to be talking about step 3 on how to start planning your wedding if you are recently engaged. This is the third video out of 4 to 5 that I'll be doing. You can go back and watch week 1 and 2 and see what steps 1 and 2 are. Um, but yeah, step 3 is my favorite step because it is to go wedding gown shopping. And I think a lot of my clients start here. I'm going to tell you why you should not and what you should do first. Well, I've already told you what you should do first in videos 1 and 2. So go back and watch videos 1 and 2. But before you just go into a store, physically go into a store and start browsing or prepare to buy your wedding gown, you want to do these steps first. And reason being is it'll save you a lot of time and trouble if you pre-plan and know what you're looking for instead of going to the store and saying, what do you have? How much does it cost? And then going back and saying, hey, I need to go back to the drawing board because what they have and how much they want for it, that's not what I want. So you could potentially eliminate a week or 2 weeks of wedding gown searching that you have gone out, maybe spent money on consultations, gone to these different places, and they don't have what you're actually looking for because you didn't do the research first. And what did I say in the last 2 videos? Don't do stressful wedding planning. And this is what makes it stressful, is when you waste your time and you feel like others have wasted your time. But essentially you wasted your own time because you didn't do the research first and you wanted them to present you with exactly what you wanted, only we don't know what you want. But we do know our price points. We know what most brides spend. We can tell you those things, but if you don't know what you want to spend yourself, then we can't help you. So before you go into any store, before you schedule any consultations, which you should always do at all of your stores, whether they require it or not, you'll get the best service if you schedule a consultation, if you schedule an appointment and come at a time where they're expecting you. They might be able to pull some styles for you. If you're going to a store that sells off the rack, they'll be able to pull styles and be ready for you and be expecting you, and you didn't just catch them off guard, or they're not, booked already and they can't fit you in, or you have to wait and all of this. So schedule an appointment. But before you do that, of course, know how much you want to spend. And if you go back to video 1, I share with you how to figure out your price point for each category of your wedding. So go back to video 1 to figure out how to do that, but know how much you want to spend. And don't hit me with the, oh, I don't know how much gowns cost. What's the going rate? You know how much money, how much value you put on this particular product. That's just like if you're buying a car, if you're buying a house, if you're grocery shopping, you know how much money you came in to spend. So know how much money you want to spend on your gown totally. If you're shopping off the rack, whatever the dollar amount is on the tag for the gown. If the gown is $3,000 and you say, hey, my budget is $3,000, here you go, and you're shopping off the rack, you would just purchase a $4,000 garment because you're going to have to get alterations, shoes, undergarments, everything that goes along with that dress. So just know that when you're shopping off the rack, whatever the dollar amount is, whatever the price tag says, you need to come down about, I would say, $800 to $900 from what you want to spend. So that way you have that excess to spend on your alterations. If you're buying off the rack, you're likely going to need a hem, a bustle, and probably taking in somewhere through the bodice. That's almost standard for every dress. If you don't need a hem, you'll still need a bustle. If you don't need a bustle, you'll likely need a hem. But most people need at least 3 different alterations done on their wedding gown. And you want to make sure you have enough money to do that. And you're not shocked, when you get your alterations bill after you've already spent your max on the price of your gown. Then you have to come up with another, $900 to $1,000 or more to get this gown to fit. So that's what you have to understand. When you're shopping off the rack, you're not shopping for fit. You're just shopping the look. You're getting the look, and then you have to pay additional money for the fit. When you shop custom, you are shopping for the fit. So at McEllis Brides anyway, not every custom shop, but here at McEllis Brides, if you are doing a custom gown by McEllis Brides, you are getting a gown that fits from the start. It's made to measurements, meaning it's made to order based off of the measurements that we take at the time that you come in for your measurement appointment. So you're already at a win. You're not buying a gown that just simply is not going to fit you when it comes in. From there, if you do need alterations, we have one price. We give you one price. That dollar amount includes all of that. It includes all of those things. So you don't have to go back and say, oh, well, I think I want it like this, or I need it, tucked here, or I need the strap taken up, and how much is that going to be? And then by the, you'll start shopping for your gown 6 to 12 months in advance. So if you started 12 months in advance, then you said, hey, I'm going to pay you this money. And then 3 months before your wedding, once you're seeing that everything's not fitting just right, now you want me to alter it, but I'm saying, okay, you need to pay me more money. And you're like, well, I thought when I paid the price that you gave me that was it. At McEllis Brides, that is the case. When you shop off the rack, that is not the case. However, you can prepare for that. You can still prepare for that. So you just can't max out your budget for your gown only on the ticket price of the dress. So another thing that you want to make sure you do a little research on before you go in is the fit of the dress. So I don't care what size you are, you're likely going to need shapewear. Shapewear for bridal wear or formal wear is just costly if you're going to get a really good fit. So start doing research, and if I remember, I will put some links to some places that I recommend to brides. They're local to here. One is online for like the wraps and things like that. Most cases, if you're getting a well-constructed gown, you typically don't need a bra. You'll just need something to just smooth out your midsection, smooth out like your tummy area and things like that. Sometimes you'll need smoothing on your thighs. But if your gown is well constructed, then you really don't have to wear a bra. It comes with typically bra cups, boning, things like that. It'll have a structure already built into the gown. But like I said, that depends on where you're buying from. But if you go try on and you're doing off the rack, ask those questions, or you can simply look and see, does this gown have cups in it? Will I need to wear a bra? Am I sagging if I don't wear a bra? If you're trying on in a store, then you can see those things, and then you'll need to make those adjustments, but you'll need to set aside the money to be able to have those things. So once your gown comes in, you're not disappointed. You want to make sure that the fit is there. I think a lot of times we focus so much on the style. We focus on what's on the gown. We focus on the silhouette of the gown so much. Let's focus on the fit. We got to get that fit right. And in order to get a really good fit, your foundation just has to be right. So one, you'll want to figure out how much value you'll place on this gown. Are you going to preserve it afterwards? Is it going to be like an heirloom, a family heirloom for you? Or is it, I'm going to wear this one time and I'm done, I'm going to resell it, or I'm just done with it, I don't want it, get it away from me? So figure out where you fall in that category and how much money you're willing to spend on your gown. Then start getting in your head. If you know when you wear formal clothes and you're like, hey, these are my areas that are my problem areas. Maybe it's your thighs, maybe it's your tummy. If you know you have a larger bust, start looking into what type of shapewear will work best for you. And that's not to say go out and purchase all these things. Like I said, I really wouldn't purchase a bra at this point, but if you know that you like to wear shapewear and you know that you need foundation, go ahead and get those things lined up now. So even when you're trying on your gowns, you'll know if you like the fit based off of your foundation. So you can bring those things to your appointment. Bring a pair of heels that will be remotely close to what you would wear as far as heel height for your wedding day. And bring foundation to your appointments. Number 3 is to go ahead and schedule your appointments. Schedule these appointments. Do not just walk in. the stores will appreciate you having an appointment because they can prepare for you to come. They'll be prepared for you. They'll be ready for you. If you're shopping off the rack, they'll likely go ahead and pull some styles for you. They might have your name up, somewhere, and just make it really nice and really special for you, versus you kind of just coming in on a whim and you feel like, well, I didn't get the best customer service. Well, they weren't expecting you. And they had other people who did go on and book, and they were expecting them, and they were prepping for their appointments during the time that you came in. They said, yeah, we can squeeze you in, but they literally squeezed you into the schedule. So they might have already had a schedule of either clients or either prepping for the clients who did schedule for the next day. So schedule your appointments and make sure you have your undergarments. Make sure you have any like maybe family heirlooms, like if it was a veil or something like that. So just in case you might have that moment where you feel like, oh man, I really am loving this dress, but I want to know if my mom's veil matches. Bring those things into your appointments. So that way you'll have less trips to the store. The less trips that you have to the store, the better for you, because you're saving time. I think that's it. I think that's all the tips on how to prep to shop for your gown, whether it is custom, whether it is off the rack. Even if you're shopping online, you want to do these things. Well, you can't schedule appointments, but sometimes they will allow you to maybe get a sample, and they'll send you, 2 or 3 samples. You pay a certain dollar amount. So when you're shopping online, to just prepare first, so that way you'll spend less time, going back to the drawing board, or, I have to pay the fee twice because I didn't see all the gowns that I wanted to see, or I didn't know what I was actually looking for. So I paid the fee for them to send me these gowns offline, but I didn't like any of these because I didn't do any research first. Another thing that you can do is start researching body shapes. So, I don't have anything that I can grab, but just imagine you taking a can, like canned goods. It's the shape of a can. And when they put the food in the can, and you know how you dump it out, it's the same shape as the shape of the can. But once you put it in the bowl, it kind of spreads out. It does what it's going to do. But imagine you putting your body into a mold, only your body doesn't fit the mold. Just think about that. So start looking at your own body and saying, hey, this is the shape of my body. What gown or what silhouette matches the shape that my body already is? And if you stick with something like that, you'll likely have the best result. Okay, guys. That is all I have for today. Like I said, this video is a little bit longer than the rest of them, but it's because it's what I do. It's what I absolutely love, and that's what I do day in and day out. Custom gowns, wedding gowns. I love wedding gowns. If you are shopping for a custom gown, if you're in the market, whether you're in Hampton, Virginia, or whether you're in a different state, call me. My number's on my website. Email me, send me some things, and say, hey, this is what I'm looking at, and I'll see what I can do, see if I can help you. Because like I said, this is what I'm passionate about. My YouTube channel is just to help brides in whatever stage that you're in. But my passion is wedding gowns, specifically ball gowns, but I don't only do custom ball gowns. That's what I love the most. But whatever I can do to help, reach out, leave a comment, share this video. Like I said, send me an email, call me. I'm here for you guys. And I will see you next week with our 4th tip for what to do when you are recently engaged. All right, guys. Bye.